Okay, so this is video number 2. My name is Niami. I am one day away from my last dietitian doctor's I'm looking a little ashy here. Forgive me. Update before I do my 2-week liquid fast prior to my surgery. So let's see what's been going on today. Well, today we're in Vermont. We're back. We've moved into our new home in Miami. We finally got a new house. Yay! So that madness is kind of over. And let's see what else is going on. I might possibly be having a new internship with Department of Juvenile Justice in Miami, so that's cool. So I can finish my practicum for my master's, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hubby is doing well in school as well. He's still looking for gainful employment in Miami, but in the meanwhile, he's doing his other things, take care of the family. Let's see, about me, how am I feeling? What is there? I am feeling excited and worried all wrapped up into one, because it's getting closer and closer to me having this surgery, and I'm a bit nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna look like once I start losing all this weight. I don't think that should be a bad thing, but I do know that a part of me sometimes self-sabotages weight loss. And as I've kind of researched and really delved deep into that, I feel as if a lot of it is trauma weight, and utilize my weight as a protective barrier. And I've been told that as well, but just kind of searching into my own thing, I kind of come to the conclusion that maybe there's something that's telling my DNA imprint to hold on to the weight for whatever reason. Because as you all know, your DNA has a memory imprint, and it holds on to that, So, anyways, this is kind of my theory on things, but I don't know. I've been eating fairly well for the most part. Anytime we're back in Miami, it's always harder because Miami just got so much good food. Lord Jesus. But the portions have definitely been smaller. I haven't been emotionally eating, so that's always a plus. And I think it's just because we've been so busy with the new move-in of our new home, which is gorgeous, by the way. I love our new house, and I'm a first-time homeowner, so on my own merit. I got a house by default when I married my husband here in Vermont, but this is my own house since we've been married, so yeah, so that's how it is right now. So that's what's going on in regards with that. But the whole process, it's been a downhill battle because we've been traveling back and forth between Vermont and Florida because of my doctor's appointments. It's really hard to maintain a steadfast diet plan, regimen, where you're monitoring everything that you eat, especially staying in hotels. But this last go round, we stayed in a hotel that had a stove, had a whole kitchen basically. It was like one of those extended stay residential and a hotel. It was a real nice place too, Sonesta. Shout out to Sonesta. Good stuff. But so we stayed there, and we stayed there for almost a month, and that provided the steadiness that we needed. And where we can cook meals together every day, and it's healthy, and by default whatever I eat my husband eats, so he's not throwing me off my game when it comes to that, and so that helped out tremendously. I just want to say my spouse has been a very good support when he can in regards to this, because if it's what I want, then he wants it for me, and he's been a good, I say motivational coach, if you will, if he sees me like kind of getting off track. So, you know, it's good to have someone on your team that you're so close to going through this journey. He doesn't know the extent of the things that my weight has caused for me, particularly emotionally. And I don't know if I'll talk to him about it or not, and we'll just have to see. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today, it's kind of bounced back in and bounced back out of my head. There was this one time, so when I was younger, like I was in the process of trying to get into the military, and I was trying to lose weight, and I was doing all these things, including running. Like I was running every day, and the weight was just not coming off. I mean, I was trying so hard. And so I was losing like maybe 2 pounds a week. The weight wasn't coming off. Let me backtrack. The weight wasn't coming off fast enough for my father, because my father wanted me just to hurry up and get in the military and get out of his house. And you know, he was very abusive. And so I was just doing everything that I could. And I just remember this one time, he was like, so how much do you weigh? And we had a scale in the house, and he brought the scale, and he made me stand on the scale in front of him and my mother. And I remember what the scale said. It said 200, it was like 200 pounds even, I believe, at the time. It was 200 pounds even. And my father was very furious, and he was about to put hands on me. And I remember my mother lying and saying, well, sometimes the scales, they're not completely accurate, and you know, the carpet can throw off the weight by a couple of pounds. He's like, oh, well, that better be the reason. He's like, that better be the reason. She better be losing weight, because if not, I'm gonna knock the shit out of her. I remember him saying that. And fast forward a couple of years later, I got processed out of the military once again for being overweight. Now, I was devastated about that, not necessarily because I was overweight, but because the psychological effect that I had, everything was contingent upon me being a certain weight. Me getting into the military and getting away from my abusive father was contingent upon me losing weight and getting into the military. Me keeping my job in the military was contingent upon me losing weight. And it was happening so slow, and it was so hard, and I was trying to work out so hard. And of course I had depression too, and that plays a factor. And if you've been in the military, you'll understand that it is frowned upon to have any type of illness that you weren't issued by the government. So, I mean, I just had this very bad circular thing going on. And, you know, it was very hurtful. It was very painful. Now, the goal was actually, once I lost the weight, I was going to go back into the military. But what ended up happening was that I came to the realization that my mental health was not going to get better in a working situation that would not support me positively, you know, keeping myself healthy in that type of capacity. So after a couple of years, it was literally going back and forth and back and forth. I wanted to go back into the military, don't want to go back into the military. Going back into the military, don't go back into the military. Finally, I just kind of came to the conclusion that, you know what, I'm civilianized now. The time that I had in the military was good. I tried it. I did it. If I had the chance to do it over again, I would have went in after college. I would have known more, known better, including ways to keep myself healthier, probably to be able to maintain a healthy weight, to be able to handle, you know, that aspect of, you know, keeping that particular type of job. But it's neither here nor there. And so, as you know, the name of this vlog is the Chronicles of the Injured Fat Girl. I think that's what I named. I can't even remember the name of my own damn vlog. So you watching this, don't clown me too bad. I'll go back and revise it. But the injured fat girl, meaning I look at the weight on my body as an injury of other traumas that's taken place in my life. Because as you know, when you're stressed and you have other health issues, it creates other issues, and it's just a downward effect. And then it creates other things like you do. Like if you are feeling depressed, you're not going to want to get out of bed and do things. If you're feeling tired all the time, if you're sad all the time, if you're angry all the time, you're not going to be thinking about, maybe I should be eating correctly, or maybe I should be seeking out a certain level of help. Or maybe I should go to a dietitian to help me through this process, because even though I got these things that are chemically imbalanced in my body, maybe I should be looking for some other type of alternatives to help me to get healthier. So those have been my ups and downs through this weight loss journey, and it's been a journey because I have been heavy since I was a teenager. Since I was 15, I've been heavy. It's been nonstop. And so now at my heaviest, I'm at a crossroads where I'm trying to do and be better. And going through this whole year process of every month having to come and get on a scale, those wounds have just been like reopened again, and it's been really painful. It's been very hard. I didn't want to go through it. Every time I would go back to the doctor and I didn't see I lost weight, I would be in tears. And I would just try my best just to hold it in, because the open raw wounds were being opened up again. It was being ripped open again. It was being ripped open again. And I just kept on being reminded of no weight loss equals failure, equals things are going to go bad because of the non-weight loss. And so it's been hard. It's been a slow process. It took me a long time from losing the weight that I have lost this year. As long as I ever experienced just losing a certain amount of pounds. And to my understanding, from what my surgeon told me, I will be half the weight that I am now by the time I plateau on this weight loss journey. And through this, as I shed, I'm literally shedding I'll be shedding a half of one whole person. I've just been very reflective of what that's going to mean to me. Not only shedding half a person, but shedding all the injuries and all the hurts and pains that's gone along with being the weight that I have been throughout all these years. So I think the next vlog that I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna talk about. All right, so it's been wonderful. It's been real. I will talk with y'all later. Peace.